to, you'll have something, again, in your toolbox to take with you. So, let's talk about fear a little bit. We have experienced all sorts of fear that lead to stress and anxiety. We're worried about our relationships. We're worried about our finances. We're worried about our careers, our kids, our parents, our jobs, our kids, so many things that we are concerned about. Oh, this is not going to get done, that's not going to get done. Sometimes we even feel like there's this shoe looming, like one shoe has dropped and this other shoe is about to drop, and it's all my fault. I've done something and now it's all going to happen. I'm not managing my finances well, so I can't pay my mortgage. I am not, performing well in this relationship. My husband and I are having issues, or I'm going through a divorce, or I had one of my teacher trainers going through a divorce, and she said she just felt all alone. And so, we kind of chuckle at that because we said, oh yeah, because you're the only one that's ever been divorced in the history of, She's like, I know, but she's, you feel failure. There's a certain amount of failure, a certain amount of I didn't do enough, or I could have done, or even when it's, as justified as you can justify it when you talk with friends and family, there's still in the back of your mind something along those lines. When we think about our jobs, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, then I'm going to get fired, or I'm going to get, or I'm not going to get the promotion, or, something along those lines. So we've got fear all around us, and it makes us feel separate, alone, and afraid because we're out of control. We can't control this. I'd like him to do this, or I'd like them to do that, but we can't control outer circumstances. So then that's where the anxiety moves in. That's where the stress moves in, because we can't control something. We want something a different way than we see it. We see something and it should look like this. It should look like that. Why can't he be, she be, they be, it be? We want that, and we don't get that. And it's amplified by the culture we're in. I don't have TV in my home. I don't watch the news anymore, but I think my daughter's 21 now. When I was pregnant with my daughter, that's when I cut off news, and I sort of cut off everything, up to that. But I used to hormones were going, but I used to I would cry. I'd listen to the news and all these things are going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, and that was 20 years ago. Can you imagine what has transpired since then? So the fear that we have and the worry is fueled by the culture that we're in. We're listening to NPR all day. We're feeding our minds with, news. My mom keeps it on CNN all day long. My friend Gil loves all the politics, so all the talking heads he will listen to all day long. And they never say, hey, you know what, things are looking up, things are getting great. They're always doom and gloom. There's always something that, I won't be prepared, I'll be rejected. And, when they talk about, the economy is tanking, and, obesity is on the rise, and, all these things, and on and on, and unemployment, and, we watch that, and we react to that, and we as a society, as the world, manifest that, So maybe they see a trend, maybe they see something little, maybe, I don't know, but they focus on that, and we listen to that, and we get fed that all day long. We believe that, and we manifest that. Thoughts are very, very powerful. If we knew how powerful our thoughts were, we would think a different way. We would be very, very careful about the thoughts that we think. Because unbeknownst to us, we make choices and we manifest different things. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone, you had seen your friend one day, and you said hello, and she didn't say anything. Okay, she didn't say anything. So you saw her another day, and you were like, oh, I saw you the other day, and you never saw, you waved, and you looked right at me, and she's like, nope, didn't see you. I would have spoken. No, you looked right at me, you looked me in the eye. Nope, didn't see you. The perception there. So, maybe you're upset because she didn't say hello. She didn't see you. So two different realities going on. But we were, we want to be right about certain things. Nope, you didn't see me. This is what happened. So have you ever been in a situation where you were sure it was one way, but it turned out to be something different? So
spend a whole bunch of time worrying about it.
And you spend a whole bunch of time worrying about it. Oprah tells the story, she got angry with a friend of hers. And so she is like, she's right, and this woman shouldn't have done this and shouldn't have said it, you know. And she said she's leaving from somewhere, and she sees her friend walking out of Tiffany's laughing and has a little blue box and very happy. And Oprah realized, I'm the only one upset about this. She's going off and doing her own thing and having a great life, you know, and she's like, you know, upset and upset and upset, you know. So, you know, a lot of it is our thoughts. We bring a lot of that onto ourselves, you know. We project. When I start my class and I ask my students, you know, if you find your mind wandering to the past, replaying old events. We replay old events all the time. Oh, remember last week she did, and remember last month, and you know, I've been through this before, I've seen this, I know what's going to happen, and, you know, but last time they didn't let us, you know, we replay that over and over and over again. So if we walk into our place of employment or our school or wherever we are, and we see our boss, or we see a coworker, we see a teacher, and they say good morning really gruffly. Well, I've seen them do that before. So they're mad at me, I've done something, and so now I'm not going to talk to them. So now you adapt. You've made up that story because you don't know. He might have just had an argument with his wife. We don't have no idea why he's being the way he is. But we make up that story and then we live into it. Well, he's not going to talk to me. I'm not going to talk to him. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, you're on your way to an event and you don't want to go to this event, or you know, whatever, and you're like, well, if I go, this and this and this and this is going to happen. You're projecting into the future. That's you. So your mind, we live either in the past or in the future. We rarely live in the moment. You know? So you're projecting out in the future what's going to happen. This